Hello everybody and welcome to JGod Gaming. In today's video I'm going to be breaking down some subscriber gameplay and giving them different tips and tricks on how to improve. If you're not familiar with the series, I do have a long line of helping subscribers out. One thing I did want to do a little differently with this one is I want to make sure I explained it as clearly as possible how you can upload it. And you can either do that through the Xbox or the PlayStation 4 through a share function. You upload it online to YouTube, title it JGod Review so I know which video to click on. Then on the comments section below, make sure you put hashtag review with the link or just have it on your channel so I can actually click on your name and it'll automatically take me to the video and I'll know which one to click on. So let's go ahead and get into the breakdown. So this subscriber is rocking the Type 100 with quick draw, grip, and extended mags with armored instincts, a machine pistol without an attachment, a sticky nade, and a tactical flashbang. Before I even got into the gameplay, based off of this class setup, this is not a class setup I would use at all. Instincts doesn't really work, especially if you're going to get caught off guard. Quick draw you don't really need on this weapon. It has pretty quick ADS when you're not sprinting. Grip, this gun is basically a laser beam out of the SMG category, so you don't even need grip. Extended mag is a good way to go, but you definitely probably need advanced rifling or rapid fire on this weapon. Otherwise, you're not gonna be able to compete with the PPSH. Armored's great, but this actual player, you're gonna notice it as he plays very slow. He's still able to get a good amount of kills in the gameplay, but since he plays very slow, his sensitivity is at a 2, which is considerably low, lower than I would recommend. I recommend at least a 3 or a 4. Myself, I play at a 5, so it's definitely something you gotta adjust to. This is where he feels comfortable. That's probably the way to go. If he wants to bump up his sensitivity and maybe he doesn't feel like he'd stay accurate, like you can see he's a total laser beam. If he doesn't feel like he'd stay accurate, he could probably get some control freaks and then bump it up to at least a 3 so he can move around the map a little bit quicker. You can see he doesn't sprint at all. It's like the L3 is completely broken. So I'd recommend sprinting at some points when you know you're safe. Right here, maybe you don't need a sprint. Catches this person off guard. And then no one ever hears his footsteps because he's always walking. He gets a good position here. That's actually a pretty smart move to actually jump over that barrel because you put yourself in a better position. Instincts, he sees that thing. He knows somebody's behind him. He didn't turn quick enough. So that's one of the downsides with having that low sensitivity. You're going to run instincts. You want to make sure that your sensitivity is high enough to actually turn on someone if they're actually behind you. 2 is really slow. I know if you go with the 1, it's almost unplayable. 2, you can still play, but you have to maneuver the map like this gentleman's doing here. And then you kind of go around and he's running up mid. Bad positioning there. That dude's just ready to sniper him. He knows that's going to be a hot spot because when he died previously, he was going up there. He knew someone was in the window. So probably not the best route I would take. At this point in the video, I did want to give you a quick reminder to go ahead and hit that like button. If you're still watching and enjoying the content, make sure you subscribe, turn those notifications on. And if you're interested, make sure you comment down below, hashtag review, with the link to the video, or post it on your page with JGod Review. So you can see right here, he went again ahead to middle. Again, I don't normally push middle very often just because I don't feel like it's a smart move. Right here, he's pushing around. He's able to take people out pretty good at range. And I don't think that has anything to do with grip. I think it has to do with that low sensitivity. You're going to be very accurate. He does jump shotting. He does advanced movement, so I'm surprised his sensitivity is as low as it is. But you can see he doesn't sprint at all around the map. He's able to take people out. Good hip fire. Throws his little care package. Hopefully he doesn't get killed right here. Comes around, gets that guy. He knows someone's behind him. So now he's got to reposition and play it smart. You can see how slow that turn is. And then right here, he saws that guy right there. Boom, he gets killed by a shotgunner. So one thing I did want to point out about that whole little scenario there is he threw his care package out in the enemy spawn. If you're going to throw your care package, you want to make sure you have those solid spawns so you don't lose out on that care package. Because inevitably, the person who killed him is going to steal that. So what he should have done is push through the spawn. If he survived flipping the spawns, then he should have thrown his care package. Or if he died, then he would have been able to throw his care package here. So it's a very bad idea to throw your care package when you're on the other spawn and it has not flipped yet. That's a little word of advice there. Just got to play that smarter. It looks like he has good strafing speed. Obviously, he got outgunned there. He missed his shots. The other guy hit his. And his gun doesn't have the fastest time to kill. Guy comes around the corner, melts him again. Again, this gun does not have the fastest time to kill. So it definitely needs that rapid fire. So overall, you can see that there hasn't really been too many mistakes on the player side. I mean, he's positioned himself the right way. Moves around the outside most of the time. He's gone through mid a couple times and that he's died pretty easily. He got one lucky kill where he shot the dude in the window. Not lucky, but he ended up hitting his shots. Where he got lucky the guy didn't kill him instantly because he was sniping. He goes and kind of walk. He's standing in middle way too long. right here. But normally he's sticking around to the outside. You can see there's a guy there. He absolutely melts him. He has a resistance guy around him. He takes that guy out. His hip fire is on point. He knows when to hip fire, knows when to ADS. You can see right there, he's just firing. He might have needed to ADS there to get the shots a little bit quicker. You can see he cleared out the entire spawn. He does jump shotting. And then right there, maybe I would have gone behind the truck and then re-engaged or proned a little bit quicker. But overall, it looks like he did a pretty good job of handling that. You can see again, he goes back to the middle, changes his mind, and then goes through the middle of the building. Right here, based off the spawns, it's kind of hard to predict where the enemies are. Looks like this guy pushing up around mid. He's able to take him out, get an assist at least. And then he's still spending time in the middle of the map. He threw out that little flashbang. There's no one there. Everyone is upstairs based off what the mini-map's telling me. And then he pushes around this outside. So he moves around the map pretty slowly, which is smart because the sprint out time is so bad in this game compared to other Call of Duties. And right here, you can kind of see on the mini-map that all the enemies are pretty much to his right and behind him. So as soon as he takes this guy out, he's kind of got to watch around. You can see how slow the turn hurts him. It doesn't look like he has a bad shot, but it's kind of hard to tell because his accuracy is pretty good, but it's a low sensitivity. He just got quick scoped right there. Not much you can do in that scenario. Again, he's pushing out his spawn pretty slow. His team's up because he's done a good job of getting his kills. He's not dying a ton. Most of his deaths are just because it's either his weapon class setup or his low sensitivity. He's not able to turn very quickly, but he does hit his shot, so it's kind of a trade-off. This guy ends up getting him in a bad position. He's just shooting. So since the guy has better position, he takes him out. But he spawns pretty close to that guy, so he knows he should be around the corner. The one thing that I don't see a lot of this player doing is pre-aiming. And that might be because of slower sensitivity. When you pre-aim, you actually have slow ADS compared to your normal sensitivity. So if he's at a 2, he's actually maneuvering like he's ADSing if somebody else has a 4 or a 5. So that might be something a little bit different. If he ups the sensitivity, he could pre-aim more, and that'll cut down on his draw time. He can actually be a little bit more accurate. So right here, he's actually walking around corners a lot without actually pre-aiming at all. And I think a lot of that has to do with the sensitivity. So if you don't already have Control Freaks, I'd recommend getting some kind of Control Freaks and upping that sensitivity. Or just continue doing what you're doing, but maybe pre-aim a little bit. You will be a little bit slower just because your ADS will slow down even lower than that 2 sensitivity. But you can see you walk around quite a bit, which isn't a bad thing. Like I said, the slow sprint out time, you have the advantage as long as you're pre-aiming pretty much all the time. Because what will happen is someone runs around the corner, you're pre-aiming, you just fire, you kill them before they can even draw their weapon. So you get the easy kill. And then pretty much staying to the outskirts, only going in the middle when you're on this part of the map. I know we've broken down gameplay of this map before, so obviously you know the way it should be played if you watch that video. If you haven't, go back and watch that. There's a few different videos I've done on this map to break down kind of how it should be played. We are getting towards the end of the video, so if you did enjoy yourself in any way, or if you learned something, or you felt like maybe you want your gameplay broken down, remember to hit that like button. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. Turn those notifications on. Go ahead and comment down below, and then we'll make sure that gets taken care of as soon as possible. So we're going to go ahead and write out the rest of this map. He's doing a pretty good job. He's winning. He's leading his team. He ends up with like a 25 and 12, so like a 2.0 KD. Not amazing by any means, but definitely a good match. Not bad at all. But those are the few things I would recommend. Maybe you could sprint around, move around the map a little bit more. Get a little bit more map awareness so you know when and when not to sprint. So you can actually get closer to those kills. Map awareness pretty good. I wouldn't go to the middle too often. Maybe up that sensitivity, play with it a little bit. If you start missing shots, bring it down back to 2. Or go ahead and try the other thing I said. Get the Control Freaks. Definitely game changers. You can bump up your sensitivity at 3 or 4, and you're still going to be just as accurate. Maybe I'd adjust the loadout a little bit. You don't really need quick draw on this weapon or grip. You'll see that you still hit plenty of your shots without grip. And then quick draw, that's kind of a trade-off. Some people prefer it, some people don't. But you never sprint, so quick draw will always work for you in your case. So definitely go ahead and try that out with rapid fire and advanced rifling and extended mags. Maybe change your basic training. There's other ones that are out there. Maybe look out to help you with the map awareness or something else. And that's pretty much it. If you guys have any other feedback down below, let me know in the comments section. We'll see you on the next one. Thank you for watching, and as always, have a great day.